Tulsa versus South Florida. CMac, you got to like – is there a move that you like here?
I don't. I'd lean with Tulsa here a little bit. It's hard to gauge. They've missed 4 or 5 games because of COVID. But I like Zach Smith. I think he's a solid quarterback. And still, I took Temple last week, which lost. I know Temple's not very good, especially defensively, because I've seen South Florida. They are improving, but I still don't think they're that good. And I think will give up a ton of points here. It's hard to lay 9.5. I'm just not a guy who loves lay as a home team, but not on a road team. I don't love it. Unless I really, really like it, I'd play it. But that'd be my lean is Tulsa here, minus 9.5.
Tulsa as a road favorite. John Ryan, what do you think here?
I like Tulsa too. Again, emphasizing a lean here. I have Tulsa coming off a game in which was a huge upset win, but they did commit 3 turnovers, as did the opponent. So head coach Phillip is 11-2, coming off a game in which his team committed 3 or more turnovers as the coach of Tulsa. He's 12-4 in road games after 1 or more consecutive straight-up wins. It's pretty simple. 14-5 in road games after playing a game where 60 or more total points were scored as the head coach of Tulsa. So just from those alone, and believe me, I could probably have at least another 5 minutes of trends and everybody be asleep. But it really is pointing towards Tulsa here in a pretty significant way. So this one might be later in the week for me more than just a lean.
We have a lean at this point for John Ryan on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Tulsa's defense has been strong. They hold UCF, UCF all offense. They hold UCF to 26 points. They hold Oklahoma State to 16 points. Do you think that they can shut down South Florida? And if so, is that under 51 a possible move at this point? Big Ragoo says Tulsa is the real deal. Those 2 road games are tough road games, and now they come into a much easier spot as a battle-tested group on the road. DJ Big Boss says Tulsa under, definitely. John, what do you think of the under possibly here?
I think those are a little dangerous because I like the following situation here. I agree that Tulsa's defense is going to shut down the opponent here in this matchup. If they hold the opponent to 14 or fewer points, they're 36-2 against the spread last 10 years. If they hold an opponent to between 7 and 14 points, they're 20-2 against the number. If they hold an opponent to less than 5 net passing yards per attempt, they're 32-10. So you can see where this theme is going. I'd rather play Tulsa than try to play the under and watch Tulsa win 60-14, which could happen in this game. I don't think the line's even close to what matches the potential of Tulsa.
Interesting. All right, backing Tulsa. What did you think about that total listed at 51, CMac?
Yeah, I have no feeling on it really. But I could see Tulsa, if they go in and could win 38, 10. But I could see him give up some points. We'll see. We'll see how South Florida maybe is getting a little bit better as the year's going on here, and how bad Temple is. We kind of have to go week by week. You know how everything's gone on. To me, I thought Temple was a great jump on last week. They're not really good this year. Their defense is not very good. So, and then I saw South Florida get whipped by Notre Dame. Notre Dame whipped them 52-0. And so how good South Florida, you know what I mean? So it's kind of Notre Dame to me didn't look impressive against Louisville. So, it's tough to gauge. I'd lean under here probably as well. But South Florida can give up a lot of points, and they could get some junk points late and get this over too. I see it. So,
yeah, Jimmy, I have one other thing to add here for the total being confusing on my end is that when Tulsa's allowed an opponent 14 or fewer points, the under is 24-3. So that sounds really good, right? Now we move over to South Florida, and I think it's very reasonable Tulsa scores 28 or more. 51 points and a 10-point line implies that, right? It'd be like 31-21.
Yeah,
So that's more than 28. When South Florida has allowed 28 or more, they're 53-25 to the over. So you have conflicting trends here that just neutralize the whole play and the total.
All right. Well, we have lots of opportunities here. Our Monday night opening line show with CMac and John Ryan. We will be back Saturday for our NCAA football kickoff show.